Let us be seated in preparation for evening meditation. Let us make sure that we are comfortable, but let us make sure that the spine is made to be upright. The chest, the head, and the neck are arranged in a straight line. And let us go, or let us come, as it were, in our seated position in the environment in which we are doing this meditation with a sense of presence. What does that mean? It means that we have to feel the divine source of everything. It means we have to feel that we are enveloped in that divine source of everything. It means we are immersed bodily, physically, mentally in the ocean of presence, which is divine. What is this divinity? We can only imagine. And once we imagine, we can feel. We can imagine that all around us is the infinite light, which is the substratum of the universe that expresses itself as names and forms, as vacillating things that move about or swim in time, that operate in space. This vast presence is like the vastness of the universe, but we can imagine it as pure light, radiance. Existent pure being, beauty and radiance, illumination, vibrancy of life, intelligence, consciousness, pure being. Let us feel that because of its presence, a solid surface is available for us to sit. Because of its presence, physical movement, conscious or unconscious, is available to us, as well as the arrangement for use, muscular system, skeletal system, the heavy skull, which is on the top of the spine, housing a most complex neurological system, all energized by this presence. Let us join our hands in salutation at this presence. Let us start our meditation with reverence, salutations, namaskars. Let us consider that the joined palms represent an intrinsic unity of everything. We have a desire to be united. But in this tranquil moment of silence, where in the northern hemisphere the black of night has already descended, every bird has gone to its nest. Let us get the spirit of silence that surrounds us, and let us feel the luminosity of the divine presence in which we sit. Let us feel this indwelling within us. Let us feel it flowing through our instrumentation, internal and external, to the tips of the fingers and beyond. Let us feel its presence unending in the infinite. Let us not be in a hurry. Let us sit quietly until we are absorbed by this presence, and this presence absorbs us. Now let us feel that this presence is in the centermost point of our heart. Let us feel that it is a brilliant brightness radiating from inside, radiating in all directions. Let this radiance be seen to cover everywhere. And on this earth, it comes as life. And in the intermediate spaces and the heavens, it comes out as the glory and songs of praise of angelic creatures, higher beings. Their job is to create an avenue for us to make the crooked paths straight. All these energies of the Supreme, subtle in their nature, yet in combination powerful, creating an anthropic principle for us, a condition in which we may thrive and make our supreme discovery with an inquiring mind, a tranquil and loving heart, and a will to help. All this energy has been operating from within. All this energy has been manifesting itself as things that the eye sees and sounds that the ear hears. And that form of energy, that is a special vibration in the larynx called speech, enabled with configuration of the tongue. Let us consider the key activities that we as a divine unit did today. Let us assemble these in an offering basket, as it were. Let us freely offer it, all these activities as a unit, to our Chief Executive Officer, the Supreme Principle. We can think of this principle as we like. Some may feel that it is a kindly mother, others a generous father, others a close companion and friend. Others may think of this as a peaceful presence, something like the sun radiating. Still others will have a subservient attitude, and others still may think of this principle as an innocent child, giving us the opportunity to serve and love unconditionally. Others think of the Supreme Principle as an intimate divine lover. And all these attitudes bring us nearer and nearer to this one divine principle. This principle is closer than breathing. Let us take some time to take our thumb and feel the ends of our fingers. This being is present to the tips of the fingers. It made the body and then occupied it. It is its inner controller. It is that which sits within the eye, behind the eye. It is the eye of the eye. The eye doesn't know it, but it is its inner essence, its inner controller. It is the ear of the ear. It is the skin behind the sensation of the skin contact with the air. It is one that moves divine energy upwards, downwards, throughout the middle section where the assimilation, absorption, and elimination of food occurs. It is there within the whole circulation, pervading, permeating every part of the body. And it is there, at the top of the skull. The top of the skull, when we think of it, when we feel it, is warm and vibrant. This divine energy is captivated, as it were, as a kind of vortex that is registered as me, my own, seeming my own entity. And yet, as I sit here, I can feel the body. Let us now draw our attention to the tips of the fingers. Let us draw our attention to the thumb as it touches the forefinger. And then thereafter, every finger. Now let us arrange the hands in an open position. Let us indicate an attitude of giving as well as receiving. But let us now, as we sit, be the recipient. Let us allow divine love not only to be around us, but also to enter into that vibrant spot at the top of the head. Let us feel the warmth of divine grace as it flows in us and through us. Let us feel it enter. Let us feel it throbbing at the forehead. And as we feel this, let us together repeat that sacred sound symbol, Om. 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 Let this Om be our Alpha and our Omega, our beginning, our end, and also the middle. Let us feel the effects of this vibration on the forehead. Let us continue silently repeating this mantra, accompanying the pulsation that we find in the middle of the eyebrows. Let us feel the divine light there, which is shining, emanating from the yogic vision of a two-petal lotus. Something like a quasar that we see in outer space. Let us feel it pulsating, but let us also intimately feel this cosmic mind, creator of the entire universe. Let us see how it manifested as our own human body, how it is manifested as the complex assembly of billions and billions of cells, each segmented into different functions. Let us thank this principle for digesting our food. Just thank this principle for pulsing through the heart and the veins. And if we have to feel a sense of individuality, let us feel that this supreme infinite, which is also bliss and love, is our very own. We belong to it and it belongs to us. Let us pause in prayer. What is prayer? Prayer is waiting in silence and listening for that inner, still, sweet voice of inner wisdom. Let us immerse ourselves in the inner silence. And as we do that, let us be aware. Aware of what? Aware of everything from the gross to the subtle. We can start off with the instrument of the body. We have already felt the top of the head. We have already felt that area in between the eyebrows. Let us now continue to be aware of the shoulders. It will surely lead us to certain wonder and thankfulness at the erectness of the human body, with the spine erect, enabling so many different human functions, leading to our own realization of our own inherent freedom. This is the external body that relies on the inner workings. Like a well-designed machine, it is going on with or without our knowledge. We can only be aware of the dramatic effects, such as the heart pounding, such as the lungs moving, inflating and deflating, such as how and where the body is seated, the sensation in the mouth, the scent at the tip of the nose, the sounds that come to the ears, even when there is no sound, still we can hear the rushing of our own blood. The skeletal structure that enables us to sit in order to make this internal inner contact in an intimate and meaningful way. The seat on which we are seated is sacred. The limbs are sacred. The external body and the internal workings, they're all sacred. Because, like petals of a flower, they are manifested effects from the inner core that opens up. Let us feel how it opens up in the inner center of our heart. Like a beautiful flower, a lotus flower perhaps, which is not contaminated or affected in any way by the water in which it sits. How it opens up in response to the rays of the sun. How it displays its individual petals. How fragrant it is. How beautifully curved the petals. How wonderful the central arrangement. Like a smiling face that opens up everywhere. Let us pray that our own hearts be open like this always, that it may never close, that it may ever open up as a divine spiritual throne on which is seated our most beloved form of that infinite consciousness that is within us. Let us use our creative imagination. Let us use all the range of colors from our memory, blended well on the shapely petals of this lotus. Let it be like a radiant flower, like a radiant sun, like a radiant smile. Let us feel within us the deep essence, nay, the quintessence that is our own being. Let us withdraw all our contact through the senses with the external world. Let us draw in like a tortoise withdrawing its limbs into its shell. Let us withdraw all our energy like the reverse action of the rays of the sun, centering in on supreme point. Let us ask for a yearning heart, unending love, inner wisdom, discernment that revalues things, and detachment that has no desire within it except this object of life, this one without a second, this pure being. Let us not feel shy to feel the warmth and glory of this internal presence. Let us swim in it. Let us allow us to be overwhelmed and saturated in it to the point of ecstasy.